Connection lost.
They spent
Connected.
apparently they spent a bunch of money to get stuff. Like, was it just a power thing? Like people trying to control what
We
goes
don't
on?
know. We haven't got a clue, mate. I logged in and the village had been disbanded, and that's what happened to everybody else. They never talked to MD. They just disbanded it and fucked off. They never says what the problem is. They never says why they left. They just disbanded it and went away. They're just a bit like Lace Coma. He never talked to us about what he was doing. He just stopped talking to the village and fucking went about doing the same thing.
Once he's gone for good, a house can be disbanded and we can build the enclosure down there. What quality are the house walls?
It's a wooden shed he's built. It's not what a houseboat's called it a shed. It's a long wooden shed. It's open on one side and he's got 2 forges inside it. There's no closed rooms. It's all open to one side facing off the mountain. He's only got 3 walls and a roof. He's basically built just enough to fit the requirements of a house, and then he stuck 2 forges in it so he can mine all
Wood
the silver.
decay won't last that long.
Sorry?
If he used crappy wood, decay won't last that long. Hold on a minute.
But it's not going to decay in time. As long as he's using it and mining, it's not going to decay. Yeah, I've got quite a few 22 nodes now, mate, so if you want to get this stuff in here, forge.
Can I drop into the old K-wall entrance? Is that how I get in? The one where you put a fence in front of it?
No, you want to go off the cliff and drop into the entrance that goes straight out through the cliff.
That's what I was talking about, the one where there's...
Yeah. If you go past the... Oh, there you go, you're in. Lovely.
Alright. Guard this cart with your life. So is this the wall we're bashing?
Yes.
Yeah, I just can't believe Lysoma became such a dick. Like, it's one thing to, you know, do something outside of it. It's another one just to start building willy-nilly.
It says the cat has been watched too closely. I can't take the small barrow to get a drink.
Being watched.
I'm dragging it here.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't need to drag it until he turns up, mate, so we can't get in it.
No, you drag it at all times until you use it.
Yep.
Okay, tell me when you're done taking a drink.
I've took the barrel out, mate.
It's just a barrel. You can fuck off with a barrel.
Well, you probably shouldn't have booted him at first.
I couldn't
You
drink
should
it.
have sat him down and talked to him first.
We did! That's the
Fucking
point.
hell, we talked to him for ages, mate, and he just wasn't fucking listening to us, mate. He would just ignored you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he wouldn't say a word to you. We had several people PM him to see if there was something wrong. He wouldn't say anything. It was horrible.
Well, yeah, it's because he had his chats minimized. I had that problem too when trying to talk
he
to him.
he would answer, and then he would just stop talking. You know what I mean? He was a cunt.
All right.
Like, literally, we had him answer Riven. He answered Riven, and then he said, "Hey, do you mind stopping? Because we have a plan to get the mine done correctly." He said, "Yeah, I'll stop." And then, not even a second later, just started mining right again. And just kept doing it and doing it. And I kept talking to him. I'm like, "Why don't you get on TeamSpeak?" Because he's been in TeamSpeak before. And we just tried to talk to him, and it just came to the limit to where it was either we kick him out or, you know,
Can you stop holding onto the cart for a bit, mate? I need to take shit out of it, man.
he's got to get the wood and stuff out of it.
All right.
He's no here, man. Just don't hold on to it till he
Doesn't
shows
matter.
up.
Doesn't matter.
No, it does.
you're-
We can't use the cart, man, if you're fucking holding on to it.
I undragged it. You're fine. So you're in charge of the cart now.
We can do this all night long. Alright.
We don't need light right now.
He's not doing light. He's smelting ore.
Oh. I'm a smart kid. At least this will train my mining level.
Yep. That's why we're doing it. I'm almost up to 13. But yeah, everybody's sensitive and touchy in this game, I've found out. Like, you move in somewhere, all of a sudden, all the neighbors get all huffy puffy. It's fucking ridiculous. It's like, I've got to ask permission from 8 people. Yeah, if you minimize the chat, the tabs still turn red. So yeah, that excuse is...
No, you can press X. Press X and they don't exist anymore.
It doesn't explain why Akim stood right in front of him, PM'd him, hailed him,
Well,
and
whatever.
he just
It's under
stood
the
there.
bridge now.
He
I
just
don't really,
stood there
to
digging
be honest,
through
I
it,
don't
you
even
know what I
really
mean?
care that much. I just don't want to get banned.
I don't see how we can get banned for doing what I think is just, you know what I mean?
The only thing that we can do is expand our settlement into this using settlement, whatchamacallit. That's the only quotation legal way of doing it. It's BMing, but it's legal.
Yeah, but what he did was illegal, surely.
The mods don't care who did it first. It's just that's just the way
It's
it
not about
goes.
who did it first. We're not talking about taking the ore and that. What I'm talking about is we hadn't even found anything. We started a mine, right? We found some silver veins. We dug through it some, but we were looking for iron, right? And he just kept digging on one side, and we were like, look, slow down the new. We don't want to dig too much, because I thought he was digging up like a whole big channel out through the mountain. I wanted to find out what he was doing. He wouldn't talk to us. We went up to get some food and stuff, and he got a fence and locked
Here,
us
slow
out.
down,
You know?
slow down, stop for a moment.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys were digging this together. You already cleared
Yes.
it.
He was
Okay.
part of the village.
All right. Anyway,
By the way, Saku said that it will cost a lot of silver to do what you're talking about.
yeah, it costs 10 silver to buy the slip, and then 5 or 1 silver per 5 squares, or is it 5 silver per 5 squares?
I'm not 100% sure. But it would be too expensive to do what we want to do.
Yeah. So in your defense, you can just say, this, well, we've already found it, we were mining here, and then he came and squatted after we booted him for not playing right, I guess is what you could say. And then
He wouldn't agree to play
Wait.
to do what the village was doing.
Well,
He
hold
went
on,
off
hold on.
you know?
I was just told by my Googles, he just looked it up. By the way, whoever said it was a violation of the FCC, those are not binding.
on the Freedom server.
Yeah, my Googles plays here.
Okay.
He looked it up. They're not binding.
Well, 1 out of 2. Just throwing it out there. If they're not binding.
Yeah, we already did a call of GM, and the GM said that Fish. I don't remember what Fish told me, but basically he said we just have to wait. The FCC is not a set of rules. The FCC does not protect you or your asset. It is simply a guide of conduct that the players of Freedom expect everyone to abide by.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like it's rules and regulations. You know what I mean?
Well, it is.
Alright.
It's a guideline.
guideline.
It's a guideline.
Guidelines are meant to be broken.
Yep.
That's just the way of the world.
And especially in this case, usually I walk the line when it comes to this shit, but whenever somebody fucks me over, I'm gonna get it back somehow, you know. Especially with this game, as much time investment this game is, yeah.
So I have a question. Whoever's in the stream, if I came down here and I counter-built a house around his house, is that illegal?
Nope.
So I can box them on purpose.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're not restricting access so long as he can
Well,
still
then I
walk
guess
down.
I'm just gonna have to whip out asshole Corbin.
He can walk down and get into his house. That's fine, you know. So you leave a place where he can jump over a lump but can't climb out. You know what I mean? Just like he did to the mine, you know. He can always go off over the cliff to get out. You know what I mean? And walk down the hill and get in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they ask why you built there, you could be like, "Well, I was protecting the deed."
Yeah. Also, about our new neighbors, you could ask actually if you could buy some of that back. Just be like, hey, we were digging down here in the mine, and then you deeded it.
Yeah.
Could you either make this public domain, like you can have it, but we can use it, or can we actually buy it from you for reasonable?
Or we could say we'll give you 20% of the ore that we dig out if you want us to dig it.
At the end of the day, I need somebody that's good at politics. I'm not. I don't have time for that bullshit.
No, not politics. It's just like, hey, you want to share? You want to be nice? We can play nice and be friends.
Well,
Yeah.
I tried to do that with Woodbine, who sold it. He sold it simply because of that road. And yet, 30 minutes before he started putting that new deed up and complaining about the road,
I don't
was
think
like,
he sold it just because of the road.
it was all over. Yeah, but it was all over Dax. Oh, you're my hero. I love what you're doing. This was brilliant, getting a road all the way down. And then 30 minutes later, he's wanting to sell his deeds and telling us he doesn't like the fact he can't move the road and build things here. So he never says anything like that 30 minutes ago when he was talking to us about building the road, and he loved it. He can use it to get down the hill and that. I don't know what went on there.
But you can, unless it's designated as a highway, you can.
Yeah, no, but
User disconnected from your channel.
he was all happy that the road was getting built. 30 minutes later, he's fucking pissed off and he wants to have the right to destroy the road if he wants.
You know, who's to say about bipolar people on the internet? Okay, you just gotta take it as a grain of salt and play the game and have fun.
I tried to talk to him, I tried to explain he can build on the land each side of the road, give us access through any gates, that's fine. We'll even go down and help him to build his fences, flatten some land and all that, whatever he's going to do. We'll give him some labour for access. You know what I mean? He wasn't